Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Banjo Tooie. The CSX Gamers here, and we just exited the Target Zan's gold storage, and we got his Jiggy. Now I'm going to the beginning of the map, jumping down all these stairs. I actually believe that it is time to leave this map. I'm going to go ahead and take off from the first world. There are Jiggies still left to be had, but I can't get them right now. So I'm going to go ahead and open World 2. It's pretty close. We needed 4, we have 9. So I mean, we're doing awesome right now. Alright, now let's open World 2, which is Glitter Gulch Mine. Honestly, my least favorite. I do not like this world, partly because I'm not really the mine liker person. I mean, between this and World 6, they actually fight each other for my least favorite world. But you have to do it. It's World 2. I'm glad that they put it as World 2 instead of like one of the later worlds. I usually like games to get better and better as I play. I don't like them to get worse and worse. So it's World 2. The first world was pretty simple, not much to care about. I mean, it was old school Mayan temple, so I mean, it's pretty interesting that they're going, that they're going to so many different types of areas. I mean, in this, now we're about to go into a mine. I mean, I bet you didn't see that coming if you never played the game before. I mean, so I know in the first Banjo Tooie the worlds were sort of different too. So I mean, they had basically the simple different kinds of maps you could have: the desert, the snow, the swamp. But this one is actually kind of different. Like, they don't have the basic cliche areas. I mean, I guess because they couldn't do it again from the first one. So I'm gonna open up World 3 as well. World 3 is a carnival called Witchy World, which is pretty fun. World 3 is actually very fun. A lot of the Jiggies are fun to get, a lot of mini games to be played. Possibly the best moves you will need in the game. And I'll explain that once we get to World 3. Actually, no, I mean, there's only one great move, but there are 2 other useful, very useful moves. You actually need one of them to play the boss in World 3, so I'll explain that again. For right now, we're going to focus on World 2. Once I open up World 3, I'm going to go directly to World 2 here, and we're going to get some work done. Now, I am sorry for basically my videos cutting, like, just cutting straight at like around 15 minutes. I'm not even saying goodbye or anything. Again, this is my very first LP. I am still learning, guys, and if you comment on it, I would appreciate it, because then it'll keep reminding me to actually like focus on ending my commentary. But it's so hard. I'm sure most of you who are also commentators, had to go through it too, where you just have to like focus on doing everything at once, stopping your recording, restarting it, making sure the volume's good. It's a lot of things to keep track of. I'm still learning, but I'm gonna get better at it. Alright. We can only open up 2 worlds, which is a lot. I mean, every time you enter that Jiggy Wiggy's temple, you want to open up at least 2 worlds, if not 3. You do. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, Temple of Knowledge. Basically, you can use that to get to Jiggy Wiggy's temple, or you can also learn interesting facts about, not interesting facts, but basically what the world is that you want to enter. I mean, I never really read them before, so they're probably interesting. Knowing Banjo Tooie, knowing the Banjo series, they're probably interesting to read. I don't like to read the little things. I actually didn't even read them through my first playthrough as a young kid, so I mean, I really probably should read them. Now, the first thing you're going to do is grab these 2 notes. I mean, you can miss them the first time through because you won't see them, but they're there. And then you want to grab a new move. Now, I get so excited when I see jam jars, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. I mean, with that red light, because you're going to get a new move. I mean, the more moves you get, you just get so excited. You're like, yeah, I'm getting better and better and better. Alright, these are fire eggs, which are pretty cool. I mean, this is really revolutionary for Banjo Tooie. I mean, in the first game, all you had was blue eggs. Like, they did the basic thing, you needed to hit, like, enemies 5 times to kill them. This is fire eggs. Now, fire eggs are used for many different purposes. Alright, we gotta go up a little and grab this Cheeto cage before I forget it. Back to fire eggs. We will actually be using fire eggs a lot. Partly because they can set fire to things, you know, they light up the way. So I mean, I can't enter this yet. Okay, if you guys have noticed these big rocks, I mean, there was a couple in World 1, which is why we couldn't actually get all the jiggies. I gotta grab this wood pad here. But to take care of those big rocks, you actually need to move. Alright, and I'm grabbing that Globo right there. That is Wumba's hut, so that's the Globo was pretty close. And we're gonna go grab that move right now. It is an important move. You cannot continue the game effectively without it. I mean, I guess you could... Actually, I mean, it'll be pretty hard to finish the game without it. You use this move in every world. So, I mean, if you don't grab this right now, you're going to end up grabbing it later, because you're not going to skip this one. There are some moves you can skip, and you'll just basically not be able to get some jiggies, but you don't want to skip them. In order to complete the game, you actually need to get all the moves. I'm going to tell you right now, you need to get every single one of these moves. Okay? So, it's the Bill Drill. Basically, you know how you had the little, basically ground pound move that broke a lot of things, broke boxes, attacked enemies. Now for the tougher things, you have the Bill Drill. Kazooie, that looks like it's so painful, or at least it should break her beak, but it doesn't. Basically, she becomes a drill, and she takes care of big rocks. Also, if you need to actually, like, unscrew things, or attack things with great amount of damage, the Bill Drill will get it done. The Bill Drill is a strong move. It takes a while to actually get started, so I mean, a lot of times you'll actually Bill Drill by accident, because the differences between that and the first one and just the ground pound is you're holding Z, or on the Xbox the trigger button, instead of just pressing them. Okay, so we're gonna grab these notes and grab this. Okay, now this is a Bill Drill moment right here. Yeah. Alright, now I like the animation there. I mean, every time you Bill Drill something, it like shatters into like pieces and it sends them flying everywhere. That just makes it so exciting to do it. Alright, now we're gonna go and take Mumbo out for a spin here. Alright. Now, I have both Globos for this world, so again, you want to grab the Globos when you see them. There's only 2 per world, and then there's one outside in the Isle of Hags. So I'll show you where that one is, probably in 2 more videos. But you want to get all the Globos because you need them. Again, it's like the moves. I guess you can kind of go without the Globos, but you're not. The game's not going to be as fun. You're clearly not going to be able to complete the whole game by collecting everything. I mean, I guess you can get to the end of the game without actually using Mumbo in a world here and there. But it's part of the game, so I would do it. Okay, Mumbo has a couple things he needs to do. Now again, let me tell you right now, I am not going to finish this world right now. Like, I will finish it later. There's just a couple things I want to do in this world, so please don't be angry if you're following along. I mean, I guess you can always look at another LPers thing if you want to complete it. I will complete this, and I promise you, if you follow this gameplay the way I am playing with it, the way I'm playing it, it'll be pretty fun and pretty fast. Like, you'll be having fun the whole time, because everything will seem to kind of make sense as you do it. Which is, if you play each world as much as you can before you leave, sometimes you end up walking around everywhere in that world trying to figure out what you need to do and what order you need to do it. But if you do it in the order you're watching me play it, you're gonna be good. I mean, I usually finish the game. Well, I hope to finish it in about 40 videos, which equates to, I don't know, maybe, my math's really bad right now. 40 divided by 4, 10, equates to 10 hours, which is pretty good. So, I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible. I mean, think about it, 10 hours of your time, you can basically finish the game in a day with 10 hours worth of play. So, I mean, it's gonna be about 10 hours worth of playthrough. So if you want to finish your game in about 10 hours, follow my playthrough, do it exactly how I do it, and you'll be good. Alright, now, the thing we just did, we just levitated the train to fix it. Mumbo's power in this world is levitate. Now, in the last world, it was summon, and this world is levitate. It will change every world, which is pretty fun too, because you're like, what is he going to do next? But it's levitate. So basically he lifts things, he needed to lift the train. I really didn't explain that, I should have, but I get into these long commentaries about things that I'm actually not doing at the moment. That's my fault, I'll get better at it. Basically he lifts things, he needed to lift the train because it was broken and we need the train, and there's actually a train. I should start with that. There is a train, and it's actually very, very necessary to get a lot of things in the game. It's actually necessary to get into a world to actually start playing it. I mean, that's how important is that train? Which is why I took care of it now. I mean, if you don't take care of that now, there's a couple of things I can't get in the future. So I'm going to take care of the train. I'm going to throw this big rock. Inside the rock is Jiggy. That is the crushing shed. So, I mean, you can only imagine what we're going to do to that rock to get the Jiggy out of it. We're going to do... Actually, it's pretty simple. I wish we could do a lot. I wish it went through so many processes. But no, we're just going to turn a button, hit a button, and end up crushing the rock in the crushing shed. Sorry for I'm stuttering over myself. I'm just so excited right now. Alright, now I'm going to go back and become Banjo again to deal with a couple things. We're actually going to get a couple Jiggies here. I mean, I wish... I actually don't like the way I'm going to do this right now, but I feel like if I don't do this, then it'll be confusing, and I need a couple Jiggies, I mean, because it'll help out. I really dislike this world, guys. I mean, I don't like it at all. The music though is amazing. I mean, I could probably listen to this while I sleep. The music is good. I'm glad that I am giving you guys the audio pretty effectively so that you guys can hear the gameplay. So now we're gonna head to the train, and you would think you could just use the train, right? I mean, it's on. But no, you actually have to go through this area, and of course a cutscene happens, which you know what happens when a cutscene happens. You know, they're talking, maybe it's a Jiggy under this pile of coal. Is it ever? Old King Cole, he is the boss for World 2. Now this boss is actually pretty interesting. I mean, compared to Target Zan, we are actually being bombarded with very interesting bosses. I mean, who would expect to fight a big coal pile? I mean, I didn't. So, I mean, we're gonna go fight him. Merry old soul, you're gonna feel my... Alright, now, in order to beat this guy, the easiest way to do it is just to shoot him with eggs. He has 50 life points. You can hit him with the rat-a-tat-tat move and other moves like that, but he ends up doing this, which heats up the ground, and basically those little stepping stones, you could step on those to hit him with the rat-a-tat-tat move, because he basically just circles around them. But if you have eggs, hit him with the eggs. You'll notice that the reason why you can actually do this in multiple ways is there are no eggs in this room. So if you were to enter here without any eggs, you know, how would you beat him? You would use the rat-a-tat-tat move. So the eggs is the easiest way. I mean, look, we already got him down to what is it, 12 to 10 here. I mean, so we already got him down to 15. I mean, this is just 15 more hits, boom, 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 and we're gonna end up. I mean, it's actually pretty funny how he ends up with just being legs, walk around. He's like, now, yeah, you better let me use your train. All right, he actually really becomes nice after you shatter him into pieces. I mean, you would think he wouldn't talk ever again, but he's actually still alive, if you will. Every time you call the train or ride the train, he's the one that asks you, where do you want to go, you know, how are you, type of thing. I actually like what happens when you call him from another station, which I'll show that, so you're probably like, what is he talking about? But the game really has the dialogue in check. I mean, if they weren't going to have voiceovers, the dialogue they have has been awesome. I mean, it's been great. I mean, everyone that's dealt with dialogue usually just skips through it. Banjo Tooie and Banjo Kazooie, the dialogue's actually worth reading. I mean, I've read all the dialogue before, which is why I kind of speed it up. But I don't speed it up too much so you guys can't read it. I mean, so I don't want to stop that. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave right now and move on to the next video. Please subscribe and like and comment. Again, I am the CSX Gamers, and this is my first LP.